So here we are with Pepper. She is a great looking husky dog. We're doing some basic obedience today. Very important with training any dog, any stage, is eye contact. She has great name recognition. She seems to be a little out there, so to speak, on leash. We need to figure out ways to get her to look up at us a little bit more. So I'm going to start blowing little kisses at her at times. Good girl, I think she just looked at me. And stuff like that during the trip. She seems to be oblivious to anybody on the other side of the leash. She has a great sit, name recognition perfect. It's a basic foundation of any training. We're going to try to strengthen these cues a little bit more. And also add a couple other cues. Now, I only have one day. I can't work miracles, but I will give you some detailed information about how to start and how to strengthen her cues when it comes to training. Okay? Come on here, girl. So every time she looks at me, I need to reward that. Let's go, girl. Every time she looks at me, I need to reward that in the very beginning stages. Pepper? Good. I wanted her to sit right there. She actually took about four or five steps right in there. When I say sit, I mean sit bam right then and there. If I'd have treated her for that sit right there, then that's telling her it's exactly what I wanted her to do. When I say sit, take 4 or 5 steps. No, sit means SIT right there, regardless. No more steps, nothing. SIT is SIT. Okay. Sit. Good, a little bit better. She took 1 step as opposed to 4. Good girl. So now she didn't take any steps that time. I want to treat that. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Good. Sit. Good job. All right. So, I mean that's basic loose leash stuff. Now I'm gonna do it without treats, without a bait bag. I'm gonna do it without all this stuff. I'm gonna use my voice. I mean, it's one of the very first sessions I've done with Pepper. She seems to have a basic foundation. Good for you guys. I can tell you've been putting some work in. Good for you. Let's go. Good. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Hey, girl. Good. Sit. Oh, good girl. Oh. Good job. So I didn't have any treats. I didn't lure her. I used my voice as a reinforcer there, a reward. When I said good girl, that meant she did exactly what I wanted her to do at that point in time. But I have to start out with some kind of motivator to teach her what to do right. If she's not motivated by food, but a toy, I'd have a toy as opposed to food, no doubt. And other things. So Very beautiful dog here. Huskies tend to be a little spacey at times. I know this. In my experience, she has a little bit more attention when it comes to the Huskies I've worked with. But she does have her moments where she's just on cloud nine somewhere. But she's a good dog though. She's good socially. She's not scared or shy of anything. She's confident. She's been well socialized. Good for you again. No. I'm gonna let her rest for a second, and then I'm gonna try to lure her down. I'm not quite sure if we even worked on a down yet with her. So I'm gonna see if I can get a couple downs in there. If you notice that the session only lasted about 3 minutes. 3 minutes builds to 5 minutes, builds to 7, builds to 10, and so on and so on. She did very, very good. And she's very trainable. So, try it. Sit. Good. So she didn't move. Good girl. Down. Good. So I see maybe you've been working on down. Good girl. So down. Down. Okay, so now I see that we've been working on a sit paw. I love that. It's perfect. It's training. Any kind of training is great. What I don't like is that it becomes one behavior. Sit paw is one behavior now. I put my hand out, she's going to try to paw my hand. Not exactly what I want until I say paw. That's what we want. We want her to give a paw when we ask for it, not at just any given random time. Sit, paw, it usually when people train it, it's just one behavior. Not sit is one behavior and a paw is one behavior. They both combine with one particular behavior. Good girl. Sit. Down. Good job. Good girl. Okay. So I'm going to get a couple downs here. I'm going to try to do it with just doing this, like one little hand signal. So the treat's in the other hand. It's not in this hand. It's in the other hand. So when I tell her to do this, my hand's completely empty. I want that to be empty. I don't want her to sniff my hand and decide whether to do it or not, depending on if I have a treat in there or not. So what I want to do, I want to follow it up with the treat, but not actually have the treat in my hand for her to decide not to do it. Pepper. Good. Sit. Down. Good girl. Good job. So we got a rhythm going. So she looked at me. That's cute. Sit. Good girl. Good job, girl. Good job. Okay. Her release word was something. I don't think it was okay. It was free or something. I had to, something like that. Release word always good. Pepper, good job. I mean, I could tell that she has a basic foundation. Perfect. Let's go. Good job. Good girl. Pepper, good girl. Let's go. I love that. Pepper, sit. Okay. So I'm kind of dragging this on. I want to end on the success there. I seen that she didn't really respond to the cue. She's either getting thirsty, tired, has to use the bathroom or something like that. So I don't want to extend a training session past her threshold, her stamina and endurance, because she'll probably end up failing like she just did. So I'm going to ask for a sit and a down, and I'm going to let her go. Sit. Down. Good girl. Sit. Down. Good. Stay. Oh. Down. Okay, girl. Okay. All right. Pepper, sit. Good job. periodically throughout the day and get about a lot of different sessions in. So she did pretty good. This is her very first session with me. It's kind of early this morning. I can tell, like I said, you've been putting some work in. So good job for you. All right.